Om Sri Sai Ram. Happy Guru Purnima. My humble pranams to the lotus feet of our Swami. As a part of Guru Purnima celebration, Spiritual Discourses channel offers these special discourses by our speakers to the lotus feet of our Swami. The Guru Purnima celebration will start with Veda chanting and welcome song to our Swami to proceed this celebration, followed by speeches by our Spiritual Discourses family members. I pray Swami to accept this invitation and bless all who are participating and viewing this program. Jai Sai Ram.
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
मानस बजरे गुरुचरणों मानस बजरे गुरुचरणों साई चरणों प्रणमाम्यहम् साई चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् मानस बजरे गुरुचरणों साई चरणों प्रणमाम्यहम् निर्मल हृदय विराजित चरणं निर्मल हृदय विराजित चरणं सर्वचराचर व्यापक चरणं सर्वचराचर व्यापक चरणं भवसागर उद्धारण चरणं भवसागर उद्धारण चरणं साई चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् सत्य साई चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् मानस भजरे गुरुचरणों साई चरणों प्रणमाम्यहम् निर्मल हृदय विराजित चरणं निर्मल हृदय विराजित चरणं सर्वचराचर व्यापक चरणं सर्वचराचर व्यापक चरणं भवसागर उद्धारण चरणं भवसागर उद्धारण चरणं साई चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् सत्य साई चरणं प्रणमाम्यहम् मानस भजरे गुरुचरणम्.
Significance of Guru Purnima. This day is called Vyasa Purnima, holy day which must be celebrated with a prayer and contrition which alone can cleanse the heart, and not by feasting or fasting, which affect only the body. The fact that sage Vyasa is associated with this day, or that Lord Rama or Krishna is connected with some other day, is merely an opportunity to mark the day as outstandingly important. When something holy has to be done, it is full moon day, when the moon shines without any let or hindrance, when moonlight is bright and cool and full. The mind of man is compared to the moon, for it has wavered as the moon which it swings from brightness to darkness. This day the mind too has to be bright, effulgent and cool. Vyasa was born with a great urge for spiritual uplift, and he entered into deep study and sadhana even as a child. He acquired such divine wisdom and glory that he is identified with Narayana himself. He stands out as the Loga Guru, world teacher, for he codified the Vedic hymns and prepared the great Vedantic text of Brahma Sutra, besides the epic commentaries of the Veda Vedanta for the people whom he loved to educate. Commentaries named the Mahabharata and the Srimad Bhagavata. He is called Vedavyasa because of his service to the students of the Vedas. He composed also the 18 Puranas on the various Namarupas of the same Godhead. Puranas, which are textbooks and illustrative description of moral codes, historical episodes, principles, and social ideals. Vyasa sought to bring home through the Puranas the need for mastering egoistic impulses, as the sloka says, Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasaya Vachanadvayam Paropakara Punya Papaya Parapidanam. Two statements can summarize all the 18 Puranas composed by Vyasa. Do good to others, avoid doing harm. Doing good is the drug, avoiding harm is the regimen that must accompany the treatment. That is the cure for the disease of suffering from joy and grief, honor and dishonor, prosperity and adversity. Swami says Vyasa is the Loga Guru. He gives you a mantra which you repeat. Though you may not know its meaning, it will act as the purifier of your mind. Swami says, once you have secured a Guru, leave everything to him, even the desire to achieve liberation. He knows you more than you yourself ever can. He will direct you as much as is good for you. Your duty is only to obey and to smoother the tendency to drift away from him. You may ask, how are we to earn our food if we attach ourselves to a guru like this? Be convinced that the Lord will not let you starve. He will give you not merely money but even amrita, not only food but the nectar of immortality.
Jaya Jaya Shankara, Hara Hara Shankara. The absolute fact that Hinduism is still a dynamic and all-encompassing religion stands as an absolute testimony of the deeds of Adi Shankaracharya. Apart from being the champion of Advaita philosophy, one of his invaluable contributions towards Hinduism was the reordering and restructuring of ancient sannyasa order. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya is considered to be the ideal sannyasi. It is commonly accepted that he lived about 1000 years ago. He was born in Kaladi, Kerala, and in his very short lifespan, he has accomplished marvelous milestones. It seems a marvel today compared to modern conveyance and facilities. At the tender age of 8, he left home in Kerala. He walked more than 2000 kilometers to the banks of Narmada, the central plains of India, to Guru Govindapada, under whose absolute guidance the young Shankara mastered all the Vedic scriptures. From the age of 16 to 32, he traveled, meeting, learning, and challenging eminent scholars. He established 4 ashramas in 4 corners of India. Sringeri in south formed on the basis of Yajurveda. Dwaraka in the east formed on the basis of Samaveda. Jyotirmatha in the north based on the Atharva Veda. Govardhana Puri based on Rig Veda, and entrusted his 4 disciples to teach and propagate Advaita through them. He composed 72 devotional and meditative hymns like Saundarya Lahari, Shivananda Lahari, and many more. He wrote 18 commentaries on major scriptural texts. He authored 23 books on the fundamentals of Advaita Vedanta philosophy. Considered to be the incarnation of Lord Shiva himself, Sri Shankara lived only a short span of 32 years.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. A guru is one who removes the darkness of ignorance by giving us the light of knowledge. He protects us just the way your eyelashes protect your eyes. Your first guru are your parents who show us the way and mold us the way we become. We are so lucky to be born in Bharatam, and that too during the times when great gurus like Ramana Maharishi, Sri Aurobindo, Sri Satisai Baba, Paramacharya, Yogi Ramsurat Kumar were all living amongst us and guiding us on the path of Sanatana Dharma. With the blessings of my parents, elders, and gurus, I take this opportunity to share my experiences of how my life has revolved around faith in God and bhakti. To talk about Mahapariva is just one of my experiences in the whole range of gurus I was introduced to and beliefs instilled in my childhood at Burn & Co. Salem by my parents, neighbors, and school. As a class 5 student, I had acted as Kutti Adi Shankara in my annual day function at school. The few lines of Kanakadara Sostram I sang was the first step that took me closer to Adi Shankara and Kanchimada. It was at that time headed by Jagadguru Sri Chandra Shekharendra Saraswati Swamigal, fondly called as Paramacharya. We were always brought up with lots of stories of great gurus. Children are like simple stones who can be made into beautiful pieces of art if they are in the hands of a good sculptor. We had master sculptors as parents, neighbors, friends, and the school we studied. They have carefully chiseled us to become what we are today. As we are all aware, small children get impacted to the maximum extent by what they see and learn in their childhood, and I am no exception to this. I can still remember the darshan I had as a small child. Paramacharya, with his abhayhasta, his smile, and his endearing look, are still in my eyes. My mother was in tears seeing him. My remembrance is much more stark when we saw the Kanagabhishekam of Paramacharya in our newly bought television. My grandparents had the great privilege of receiving Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal with Purna Kumbham when he visited a friend's house in Salem. One of the main principles, Swadharma Paripalanam, is very close to my heart. He always used to insist that we are duty bound to follow and foster one's own religion. One small story. A Muslim electrician used to visit Kanchimadam regularly as a part of his job. Paramacharya once asked him, "How many times do you do prayers?" As a devout Muslim, he answered, "Sami, 5 times a day." He went on to ask, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." Paramacharya smiled and said, "I think it is 6 times. That is what your Quran says." He said, "No, Swami, 5 times only." Paramacharya said, "As per your Quran, you need to do prayers at 11:30 in the night before you go to sleep. But this is the one I think you might have skipped. If you have any doubt, why don't you go and ask your Maulvi?"
The electrician was surprised as to how the Sami knows our Quran and all. The next day he came back with folded hands and said, Sami, do you know our Quran too? Paramacharya replied, to me, all religions are the same, and all religions teach us the same principles of love, truth, and service. They are just different paths to reach the same divine. Let us pray to him to give us the clarity of mind to walk the path of Swadharma Paripalanam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. On this auspicious occasion of Guru Purnima Day, my humble pranams to our beloved Swami and all Gurus. On this occasion, I am going to talk about Guru Sri Raghavendra Swamiji of Mantralayam. Sri Guru Raghavendra Swami is an influential 16th century Hindu saint who advocated Vaishnavism and Sri Madhvacharya's Dvaita philosophy. Sri Raghavendra Swami was born at Sri Venkanna Bhatta, the second son of Sri Timmanna Bhatta and Srimati Gopikamba, on Thursday, Sukila Saptami of Palaguna month in 1595. He was also called as Venkatanatha. He proved to be a very bright scholar. He studied Dvaita, Vedanta, advanced works on grammar and other Shastras under Sudindra Tirtha. He engaged in a debate and defeated several scholars of opposing doctrine. While his life was spent in the worship of God and service of humanity, his spiritual guru, Sri Sudindra Tirtharu, was looking for a successor to his mutt. He had a dream where Lord indicated that Sri Venkatanatha would be the right person to succeed him as the pontiff. Sri Venkatanatha initially refused due to his responsibilities towards his young wife and son, was soon blessed by the goddess of learning, where she in a dream indicated that he was to seek salvation as a sannyasi. The sannyasa ordination took place in 1621 on the Palaguni Sukila Dvitiya at Tanjore. Sri Raghavendra Swami got an opportunity to meet the Nawab of Adoni face to face. The Nawab, instead of being respectful to him, decided to test his spiritual skills and placed before the Swamiji a plate of non-vegetarian delicacies, completely covered with a piece of cloth, in the guise of offering alms. Per Hindu customs, alms are customarily offered to a visiting saint to seek his blessings. Swamiji took some water from his kamandala, meditated and sprinkled it on the covered plate as part of his regular practice of purifying any food before consumption. He then opened the plate. It contained fresh fruits. The Nawab immediately became remorseful and became an ardent devotee of Swamiji then on. As an apology, he offered to give the Swamiji any amount of land and wealth. While Swamiji refused any such gift for his personal gains, he asked that the land around Manchale, which was part of the Nawab's kingdom, to be handed over to his Mata. Though the Nawab of Adoni offered to give him a more fertile region, Sri Raghavendra Swami visited on the dry and barren region around Mantralayam on the banks of the river Tungabhadra. Many years later, he told a devotee that it was the region where King Prahalada had performed his yagnas to Lord Rama during the Dwapara Yuga and was hence an extremely holy land. Thus, the Mata moved to Mantralayam, where Sri Raghavendra Swami continued his spiritual journey. Sri Raghavendra Swami attained Jiva Samadhi on Dvitiya day of Shravana Krishna Paksha in 1671. This date is celebrated each year as Sri Raghavendra Swami Aradhana at Brindavan all over the world.
पूज्याय श्री राघवेंद्र गुरुराया, बरसाओ हम पर तेरी करुणा की छाया। पूज्याय श्री राघवेंद्र गुरुराया, बरसाओ हम पर तेरी करुणा की छाया। मंत्रालय के वासी तेरे दर्शन को मैं प्यासी, तुम हो एक सन्यासी मैं हूँ तेरे एक विश्वासी। आओ श्री गुरु राया कर लूँ तेरा तेरा दर्शन ऐसा मन को भाया। पूज्य श्री राघवेंद्र गुरुराया, बरसाओ हम पर तेरी करुणा की छाया। नमो नमो गुरुदेवा, मैं कर लूं तेरी सेवा। बना दो घर उजियारा, हितकारी हो तू हमारा। ओ श्री गुरु राया, मिटा दो मेरी मन की सारी मोह माया। पूज्याय श्री राघवेंद्र गुरुराया, बरसाओ हम पर तेरी करुणा की छाया।
ओम साई राम। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वरा, गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। Guru is not the body, Guru is light. Guru is wisdom, and light and wisdom are essential in human life. When one's life and wisdom are inseparable, then they call them Sadguru or Guru. The word Sadguru brings to my mind Sai Baba. Sai Baba of Shirdi, also known as Shirdi Sai Baba, was an Indian spiritual master who is regarded by his devotees to be a manifestation of Sri Dattaguru and identified as a saint and a fakir. He was a spiritual leader dear to Hindu and the Muslim devotees. Name Sai Baba comes from Sai, a Persian word used by the Muslims to denote a holy person, and Baba used by the Hindus for father. Sai Baba was born in the year 1838 and arrived in Shirdi in the state of Maharashtra in 1858 and remained until death in 1918. Sai Baba had a considerable followers of both Hindus and Muslims, attracted by his compelling teachings and his performance of apparent miracles, which often involved the granting of wishes and healing of sick. He lived in an abandoned mosque, Dwarka Mai, in Shirdi. One time there was an epidemic of cholera in Shirdi. Helpless Shirdi people approached Baba for relief. On this, Baba started grinding wheat in a hand mill. Then he asked the village people to take the flour and throw it on the village border. With the grace of Baba, from that time onwards, cholera epidemic subsided and the people of village were happy. By grinding wheat here, Baba actually meant that it was not the wheat that was ground, but cholera itself was ground to pieces and pushed out of village. If anyone prostrates before Sai and surrenders his heart and soul to him, the unsolicited, all the chief objects of life, that is dharma, artha, kama and moksha, are easily attained. Shirdi Sai Baba has said, if anyone devotes their entire time to me and rests in me, need fear nothing for body and soul. Guru is everything in our entire life. Nothing is possible without him. Life needs some power to push you up, and Guru is that superpower. There is no difference in Guru and God. He who sees any difference sees God nowhere. Guru Purnima is the day of feeling grateful for this source of wisdom that keeps you balanced amidst the trouble of existence and allows you to walk with confidence and with a vision. It is said, once you have a Guru, then the job is done. Freedom is achieved. Someone has rightly said, worshipping the feet of the Guru is the ultimate of all worships. Om Shanti.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram to all Sai sisters and Sai brothers. My very special thanks to Spiritual Discourses channel for giving me this opportunity. I am Vedavati Bali, residing in JP Nagar, 5th Phase, Bangalore. What an auspicious day is today. Today is Guru Purnima, celebrated all over the world to honor our teachers who remove the darkness from our minds. This day, disciples offer gratitude to the preceptor for the gift of light. When the sun rises, the world is blessed with heat and light. When the Guru blesses, the pupil gets peace and joy. I would now like to talk about my Guru, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba was born in a small village called Puttaparthi in the Andhra region of South India on the 23rd November 1926. His divine parents are Sri Pedda Venkappa Raju and Srimati Ishwaramma. The cosmos is full of Sai. This is the Sai era. This age, Kali Yuga, belongs to Sai. The glory of this personification of love, Prema, originated in Puttaparthi. Puttaparthi is verily Vaikunta on earth. As Lord Sri Rama gave shape to the city of Ayodhya, Lord Sri Krishna to the city of Dwaraka, and Sri Sai Baba to Shirdi, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai, with his divine will, shaped Puttaparthi and molded it into a holy place of spiritual glory. Baba is the personification of supreme divinity. When people are fortunate enough to reach his presence, they find him in the image of their favorite deity. Everyone experiences the divine touch according to one's own personal preference. Baba demonstrates that he transcends the entire pantheon of divine forms. It is well known among devotees that the universal cycle of Srishti, creation, Sthiti, maintenance, and Layam, ultimate merger, is entirely within his control. Swami once said, Bha stands for Srishti, Ga for Sthiti, and Va for Layam. He who holds these three ultimate powers, Shaktis, is Bhagavan. On this auspicious Guru Purnima day, we pray to Bhagavan to shower his choicest blessings on each and every family across the globe. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu.
Guru Baba, Guru Baba, Guru Baba, Guru Baba, Sharana Namostute Guru Baba, Sharana Namostute Guru Baba. Vidyadayaka Guru Baba, Vidyadayaka Guru Baba, Shanta Swarupa Guru Baba, Prashanta Swarupa Guru Baba, Guruvare Guruvare Guru Baba, Jai Guruvare Guruvare Guru Baba, Guru Baba, Guru Baba, Sharana Namostute Guru Baba. विद्यादायक गुरु बाबा शांत स्वरूपा गुरु बाबा गुरुवर गुरुवर गुरु बाबा जय गुरुवर गुरुवर गुरु बाबा गुरु बाबा गुरु बाबा
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक प्रति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशि भजना श्रीकर सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलटिका आश्रित कल्पलटिका आपदान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदैवं मरि अंतयु नीवे स्वामी मरि अंतयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधको मंगल आरती अंधको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम